And where Lil Wayne at? Where Lil Wayne? You played, you late. You fucking maggot. You should have died when you was a baby. You play, you lay, you run up, you get done up. Sniper gang, they're dead. Flies there, what? Time to the chat, what? Freedom cool, we about to come on soon on the field. Freedom these babies. Run a cradle to the grave. I ain't gonna hold us. I ain't gonna hold the niggas. You should have died when you was a baby.
Whoa, chill, Kodak.
Then, man, dude, I'm in a club. They talking about dude say he finna pull up on you and come show you some love. That's what he say. That's what they say. They say Lil Wayne finna come pull up and come show you some love, bro. So now the club at the end, I say, where Lil Wayne at? Why y'all trying to make it seem like a nigga like? Why y'all trying to make it seem like a nigga about like said some crazy shit like like a nigga wanna fight Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne say he finna come pull up and show me some love. Why the fuck would I touch Lil Wayne, man? Come on now, man. Lil Wayne getting old. Lil Wayne getting old. Lil Wayne like, come on now, bro. Come on now, man. The Carter, man. Why would I? Come on now, man. Come on now, bro.
All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? So if I remember correctly, I'm gonna break down what I believe happened between Kodak Black and Lil Wayne, really between Kodak Black and himself. So I believe like 2 years ago, Lil Wayne did like a super random interview, and the chick asked Lil Wayne about like 4 new artists, right? Kodak Black was one of the 4 new artists that Lil Wayne was asked about, right? And Lil Wayne's response was, I didn't even know you were naming rappers just then. Now, I watched this interview and I read Wayne's energy. I genuinely believe Lil Wayne did not know who the hell Kodak Black and any of those other rappers were at the time. As a matter of fact, I know somebody in the Cash Money team that Flatfoot told me a couple years ago, Lil Wayne was not in the hip hop space. Remember, the Carter 5 had been done for quite some time now, right? Like, for the most part at least, right? So I was told Lil Wayne wasn't in the music space at all. As a matter of fact, somebody told me, and I quote, all he does is watch sports all day. He really ain't ingratiated in the music, the hip hop culture like you would think. He's a legend, and he kind of just stays away from all that, especially 2 years ago. So I'm telling y'all, Lil Wayne really went on the music tip like that a couple years ago. I really just believe he didn't know who the hell Kodak Black was then. And Kodak was popping. He was bubbling then, right? But Lil Wayne's a legend. And I think it hurt Kodak Black that, yo, this guy that I looked up to, this guy that has been so important to the hip hop culture, now I'm popping, trying to get to his level. He don't even know who the hell I am. I think it hurt Kodak. The Project Baby would never admit that, but I think it hurt him that one of his idols by default, one of his role models, Lil Wayne ain't know who the hell he was. So Kodak took that energy and he started dissing Wayne. Remember, they was at the nightclub and he threw a jab at Wayne. He threw a few jabs at Wayne. Like, he invited him to his private area. All type of disrespectful shit. A lot of people was like, yo, Kodak, bro, you want to be appreciated by this guy. He didn't respect your talent. Going about this the way of disrespect ain't gonna help anything. Fast forward, the two got a song together. Technically, I know they were not in the studio together for it, but they got a record together. It looks like everything kind of was just smoothed over with time because there really was never an issue on Wayne's side. He really, probably genuinely, did not know who the hell Kodak Black was. I feel like Kodak really never let that go. So last night, Kodak Black was, what was that, Live? It was a nightclub in Miami. I'm pretty sure it was Live. I had a friend there. And while Kodak was in the club, he claims that somebody told him Wayne was about to pull up. He didn't want no issues, and Wayne was gonna come holler at him. Now, Kodak might have been off the drink, maybe smoked some or whatever, and he took the mic. Apparently, he was like literally waiting for Wayne, right? Like, yo, this dude say he finna come holler at me. What's up? Is it gonna be good energy or bad energy? What is it gonna be, right? Like, I want to see what's up with this guy that I probably never met or been close to, right? I know he's been around. I know Kodak's been around Baby before, but I'm not sure if he's been around Wayne. I would imagine this probably be the first time. Kodak probably was a little antsy. That's just my guess. I don't know that for a fact. I was not there at the club in Miami last night. My guess is Kodak was probably thinking, yo, I'm either about to meet somebody that I got a lot of respect for, and it's about to be all love, or if it ain't all love, if it's an issue about something that I've said in the past, shit, my niggas with me, we can solve that issue either. I'm guessing Wayne would have probably been in an all love space. I doubt he even heard the disrespectful remarks that Kodak made about him. I told y'all, my source tells me Wayne just don't live in this world like you think. He don't know what's going on musically like you think he does, right? I'm guessing Wayne never showed up last night. Don't quote me on that. I'm guessing Wayne never showed up. As you saw in the video to start this one off, Kodak Black ended up grabbing the mic and was like, yo, where Wayne at? He ain't coming. Where he at? He say he coming, all that. They say he coming to see me. Then if I heard it correctly, it looks like Kodak Black made him come in like, yo, you should have died when you was a baby. Now, after that, Kodak went on Instagram Live. You saw that video as well. And he was trying to explain himself. He was like, yo, they say dude about to come holler at me. I think Kodak made a small problem a bigger problem by hopping on Instagram Live. And he put his foot in his mouth. I'm going to be honest. He should have just hopped on IG Live and said, you know what? My bad. I was drunk last night. I was on something that really wasn't me. Everybody would have understood it. Everybody would have been like, yo, if somebody whisper in your ear and say somebody looking for you while you drunk, you probably won't receive it the right way. But with Kodak getting on IG Live and trying to talk tough and damn near talking bad about Wayne and his daughter and all that, that wasn't the right way to handle that. That was wrong. That was stupid. Somebody should say, yo, Kodak, that wasn't it, Chief. That was dumb. All this stems from the fact that Wayne didn't know who Kodak Black was a couple years ago when Kodak felt like he should have knew who he was, right? And it hurt him. That's the truth of the matter. Whether he admits it or not, it hurt him. Now, if Wayne would come out today, if he was asked in an interview about Kodak, we know Wayne don't do a lot of interviews. If he was asked about Kodak Black today in 2019, and he said he didn't know who he was, if I were Kodak, I would feel away, because then I would feel like Wayne is trolling. Reason being, my same source that told me Wayne wasn't in the hip-hop space a couple years ago tells me today Wayne listens to a lot more music. His ear is open to the streets in the hip-hop community a lot more today than it was a couple years ago. For those who listen to the Carter 5 album, we seen him do the tribute to XXXTentacion, rest in peace, right? I just saw Lil Pump's got a big feature with Lil Wayne, right? Shit, to be honest with you, Wayne's pretty much only working with young artists. So if Wayne came out today in 2019 and said, I don't know who Kodak Black is, all right, then it's like, yo, my nigga, you know who Lil Pump is, you know who all these other people is, you should know who Kodak Black is. He wouldn't do that, though. I'm pretty sure he knows who the hell Kodak Black is. Matter of fact, he got to know who Kodak is, because he told somebody who got it back to Kodak, yo, I want to see you. So I thought Kodak Black handled that situation all wrong, like a lot of young people do. They go put their foot in their mouth, then they go hop on Instagram Live and double down on it, thinking they're solving the situation. You didn't have to go on IG Live, Kodak, and play tough guy at that moment. That wasn't needed. Just say, yo, I was off the drink, I was drunk, I was out with my friends having a good time, celebrating success, we up. I think everybody would have understood it, been like, yeah, that's just a drunk nigga talking. But to hop on IG Live and try to explain the situation and pretty much justify what you said, in which you flatfoot said he should have died when he was a baby, and try to act like it ain't no big deal, my nigga. If you tell me I should have died when I was a baby, that's a big deal to me, my nigga. That's a big deal. That's a diss. All right, Kodak, that's not like something small. You dissed that grown man, right? I just think Kodak put his foot in his mouth 2 times, and he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that at all. This is all about nothing. I guarantee you, Wayne does not go to sleep at night thinking about Kodak Black. I guarantee it. And the fact that Kodak kind of exposed himself a little bit and showed that he's still vulnerable to that wound that he feel like Wayne gave him a couple years ago when he didn't know who he was, it tells you that, you know, maybe he goes to sleep at night thinking about Wayne from time to time. Thank y'all so much for the time, loves. Boy, I don't take it for granted. Yeah, if I get an update on this story, I'll give it to you. It's probably all about nothing. I genuinely believe had Wayne and Kodak Black met up last night in the nightclub, I believe it would have been all love. That's just my belief. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO. Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.